Right. The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused because it says the release date is it's supposed to be released, but it's not yet. Anyway, we're still going to watch this. We're still going to react to it.
Why?
Because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So
This only just came out, you said, though, didn't it?
Yeah, yesterday.
So why are they still releasing a trailer if it's out?
To get people to go and watch it. So anyway, this is the second trailer for The Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Mm-hmm.
It's the third film. And we watched the first film the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was good. It was good. It's a good film. But we're going to watch this now, and we're going to decide if I'll go and see it. I'm probably going to go and see it. Because it does look awesome. Wow, that's loud already.
The court accepts the existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth.
That's true, actually.
It's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
You okay there? Jesus. I think I hurt someone.
In 1981, Arne Johnson pled not guilty.
Wait, isn't this...
We think this family was cursed.
By
This looks-
of demonic possession.
I am not going before a grand jury and saying he was possessed by demons.
Whatever happened that day.
Is this not this first trailer?
Arnie.
What?
Have we not already seen this?
No.
Was there new footage in there?
Yeah. I think so.
Color me your color, darling.
Ooh.
Of your color.
He looks familiar, him.
Oh.
The guy that was in the bed.
Oh, so.
I know where you're coming from.
Oh. The darkest and scariest of the Conjuring movies. I'll be the judge of that thing, yo.
I know who you are.
Lorraine! Lorraine! You alright?
Oh god, I forgot about that. Did that happen in the last trailer?
He didn't say like a get mangled face, but it.
God. So I've seen the reviews for it, and the reviews for it say it's absolutely brilliant. Like,
Yeah.
as you saw there with the sort of
The other.
the various reviews.
Mm-hmm.
It does say the gold standard for horror. That was one. Who said that? Okay, that's Vital Thrills. Which I agree. I think in these days there's not very many horror films like as part of a sort of continued story that have got as many good films as this has. I don't think either of the two Conjuring films are bad. The first Annabelle film was good. I can't remember the other two. I'll probably have to watch them before I watch this. And then
I feel like you have to like watch them all in order, don't you? Because they all link. That's the thing I always forget when it comes to these movies, is that there's stuff that links and you don't realise until you watch like the other ones, that you see how it
yeah.
all
So
ties in.
when we were watching the first one, we were talking about when this took place, and it was 86, wasn't it?
Yeah, around that
something
time.
like that. And Ed Warren, who was the first one out of the two of them to pass away, didn't pass away until loads of years after that. So I feel like
2002, 3
6.
was it? 6. That one, yeah.
And then she died in 2019.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of sort of room for more Conjuring films, is what we're getting at. There's a lot of time. Even if they went back before this one, they could still do more Conjuring films. And I want them to, because I like Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
I know. Do you not just feel like, though, with like the trailers and stuff, it makes it seem like this is going to be the final?
Yeah.
Do you not think?
It's a trilogy as well. You tend to end it on a trilogy, don't you?
I kind of hope they don't, though, because like you say, I do like them, but if it's a good movie and it is the last one, it's like, okay, at least it...
Yeah.
If it's a good movie, then you're like, oh, okay, you can't be mad at it, can you?
Yeah.
They'll probably still keep on making them within the universe, though, surely.
I would have thought so.
The court accepts the existence of God
This is actually very true.
every time a witness swears to tell the truth. I think it's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
That's like That's actually quite clever. And that's
Yeah.
essentially the entire plot for A Miracle on 34th Street. Is the acknowledgement. If you're going to acknowledge something in a divine being, then you have to acknowledge all divine beings, essentially.
Yeah.
Even though you probably wouldn't call the devil divine, but he's, you know what I mean. Sort of an entity that we can't prove exists. Oh God, I've just offended so many people, haven't I? God, there's going to be so many Catholics and whatnot coming for my head. Yeah,
So this is the guy that
Yeah.
says he was possessed.
This is Arne.
Jesus.
So, from what we've read about the actual case,
Yeah.
there's a little boy in this that you see. Supposedly, the boy is the one who's originally possessed. Then Ed and Lorraine Warren perform an exorcism on the boy, and the spirit possesses him. And in an argument with, I believe, his landlord,
He kills his landlord.
kills his landlord. But it's not like a sort of a defensive sort of struggle. It's like he stabs him 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly, purely defensive. It's so that, by the looks of it, is what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's called "The Devil Made Me Do It," does that mean that the devil is essentially the antagonist in it? And if that's the case, then who's the woman that we see?
Well, no, because Lorraine says later on that she thinks the family was cursed,
Oh,
and so
that's
maybe
right.
that's the woman's the one who curses them,
Yeah,
because she seems like witchy. Do you think?
because in in the 2 previous films, there's the main, who you call antagonist, the actual demon that's doing it. In the first one, it's the witch.
Yeah.
In the second one, you think it's the old man, but it's the nun.
Mm-hmm.
Valak, as she's called.
This might be a case of we think it's whatever is possessing them, but it's actually the woman who's cursed them, which is
I feel like it's good as well, because it's almost like I think it's one of the reasons I like The Conjuring, is that I don't even know, I can't even explain it. It's not like The Exorcist, where in the Exorcist it's like, it says it's the devil.
Yeah.
It just sits there and I'm the devil. And that's it. It's kind of like there. In this, there's a kind of mystery element to it almost. And I think it's why it's so good having Ed and Lorraine Warren in it. Hey! Shut up, you grumpy old fart. Lie down.
First he sneezes,
Lie
then he
down.
starts making noises.
Lie down. Good boy. Yeah, I think that's why it's good having Ed and Lorraine Warren in it, because it adds that sort of investigative feel to it.
Yeah, well, that's what they were, weren't they? They were paranormal investigators.
Demonologists, which might be the coolest word ever.
Yeah. I think as well, though, the fact that, because I know we were talking about this again, the fact that, these were actual cases that they actually, investigated just adds to the scariness of it, because when you watch it, obviously it's probably, well, I say probably, it definitely is, dramatized, and they've added stuff in, but just that, the fact that it was an actual case, and they actually investigate, it kind of, it's that thing at the end of the movie, it just gives you chills, doesn't it? It, reinforces that kind of spookiness.
And it's different to sort of other paranormal films, because other paranormal films always go based on real events, and it was kind of like, you can sit there and go, well, it probably wasn't. Whereas this, you know that Ed and Lorraine Warren were 2 real people. But it also adds a bit of sort of peace throughout the film, because I know neither of them are going to die in this film, because I know when they both die.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they can't get scarred.
Lovely.
I think I hurt someone.
In 1981, Arne Johnson pled not guilty.
The other question I was asking is,
We
what
think this family was cursed.
what do you think? Oh, some bones.
Well, yeah, it looks like a jaw
Yeah.
of not a person, though.
I don't think it's a human, is it? Yeah. I don't think I have one of these teeth. Whatever this is. I mean, I might, but I don't think I do. One of the questions we were asking is, with the first Conjuring film and the second Conjuring film, they essentially spawned spin-offs.
Yeah.
So the first one, it was Annabelle. The second one, it was The Nun. Both. I was asking, I wonder if there's going to be anything in this that spawns another
Spin-off.
spin-off, yeah.
By reason of demonic possession.
I am not going before a grand jury and saying he was possessed by demons.
So that's his attorney, is it called in America? Attorney, yeah.
Attorney.
His defense person.
Are we saying
lawyer.
that this is a relative of his?
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure in the actual case, he had a wife or a girlfriend
Yeah.
who was there when he killed him. killed the guy.
Right.
Well, she wasn't there, but she was, like, the argument started with her there, then he sort of ushered her out, and then he killed him
Yeah.
while she wasn't there.
Because you see her later on saying something about him not
being him or something.
something like that.
Whatever happened.
Yeah.
What's this?
What is that? I genuinely have no idea what that is.
Happened that day. That was not Arnie.
So yeah, that's her like agreeing. So maybe they've changed it in that she did see it. She
Well,
saw
she
it
said
happen.
whatever happened that day.
Like whatever happened to him. Like whatever like influenced him wasn't him. You know?
Well, maybe the things on the table are like, you know, like in Supernatural where they do like the test to prove they aren't possessed or a shapeshifter or anything. It might be something like that. Like they put the cross on. It's not bothered about the cross. The other thing might be like holy water or something.
Right.
Just to like, because if you
They're
throw,
trying to like
see
prove
if he's
that-
still possessed. If he's still possessed.
Right.
That's an interesting way to go. Oh, I didn't flip the thing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see like how if they actually do the devil aspect or if it's just like, you know, the media, like through the media they call it the devil kind of thing, and so that's just the road they're going down.
Well, what's interesting is some of the reviews say that it's not so much like the other movies where it's like Would you lie down? Where it's like scare after scare after scare, but it's like it's more about sort of the religious aspect of it. As what do you believe? Do you not believe?
Right.
I'd be interested to see if that's the route. That is the route that they go down.
Well, that's going to be what it is, isn't it? With when it comes to the jury, it's going to be if they believe in the devil or not, isn't it?
Color me your color, darling.
Yeah, this is really creepy.
It looks familiar to me. I don't know why.
It does, I know. I think that is meant to be a priest. Because I don't know if many of you know this. That is very similar to the Exorcist shot when he sort of shows up and he looks up.
Yeah.
So I think this might be the priest. So what it might be is that the priest exorcises the child.
Right.
And Ed and Lorraine Warren are called in to investigate Arnie, the guy who actually committed the murder.
Yeah.
Color chart.
So that's the...
Ooh, that was creepy. It's a really creepy shot.
Jeez.
Nah, I'm not going to be able to get it.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
that's a really creepy shot. Yeah, so this is obviously the boy that
Yeah.
starts off being possessed.
Hasn't Billy Maximoff been through enough? It's the guy that played Billy Maximoff in One Division. I was just making a joke, the fact that it's...
That's right. Didn't you say that last time?
Probably. And you probably just ignored me, so I said it again.
Yeah. Also, just for those of you who might not know, the guy, Arnie, in the real life only got manslaughter, he never got murder.
Yeah.
Which essentially is them saying he wasn't in control, but he's still responsible for the guy's death.
Well, yeah. Manslaughter is like accidental, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
like you didn't go with the intention of killing him, but he died and
Yeah.
you
You're
were
to blame.
to blame, yeah.
You'll need to sleep with the lights on.
Lovely.
Yeah. Creepy hands. Scary okay, so by the way, this is all the same person that's been reviewing it, yep. That always worries me when she pulls that face.
Because that's her, like, I feel something face, isn't it?
So who are all these guys? This is a hotel by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Or a motel, as you Americans call them. Alright, this is a different person. The darkest and scariest of the Conjuring movies.
Be interesting to see if that's actually the
I
case.
know, because the...
If you just said the darkest, I'd be like, yeah, because maybe like the whole like idea behind it.
Yeah.
You could argue it's darker, but the scariest, that's like a...
That's a big claim. And it building the film up if it's not. Because if I go in and I'm not all that scared by it, I'm going to be miffed off. because the second one scared the absolute bejesus out of me.
I still can't watch the second one right.
I love it, mate.
Just creeps me out.
I think the second one is absolutely brilliant. I missed a kind of few things there because I was fanning on with my... Oh, what did I miss? Oh, what's that?
It's like a tree with a bunch of flowers on it or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a little shop of horrors.
Is that like a dog or something?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Like a goat or something?
That looks like a super tree.
What, like a ritual tree or something?
This is just it, where the sink blows up in our face.
I say just imagery of the boy being possessed or something.
Yeah, or Carrie or something. That is very sort of ritualistic.
Yeah.
Not that I am, knowledgeable of such things, but that's what you assume.
Mm-hmm.
So this looks like an insane asylum.
Well, that's probably where he was sent, wasn't it?
Mm.
The guy. That looks like it could be him.
Yeah. Is this maybe
And
a
is that
priest?
yeah.
That's him fighting something with his crucifix.
Mhm. Him. Yeah.
Well, that might not actually be there. That might be like a precursor. Like something that happened before. That's him doing an absolute Tom Cruise and catching it. That's what he's doing there.
Yeah. No wonder why he's seen with a cane earlier on. Jeez.
I know who you are.
This is creepy as out. It's absolutely awesome, but it's creepy as out. Now, was there loads of... Oh no, they're not. I thought they were like upside down crosses.
Doesn't look like it. There might be,
This is really weird.
See, in the last one, you didn't see her face go like that. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, that's an ugly shot, isn't it? Yeah, so that was us.
I am curious to know if it's actually out. I didn't think it was out yet.
Well,
I thought
you can go. There's times to go and see it in the cinema. It must be. So I am definitely going to go and watch it.
in the cinema.
I don't know if I'm going
And
to see it.
mad. Just be a madman.
I don't know if I'll go and see it in the cinema, but I'll definitely go and see it. I'll definitely watch it. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
I like it that there's no 3. Because if there was a 3, generally that's when they would stop. If they start putting subtitles, then that means they can make loads of Conjuring films just with loads of subtitles.
Yeah. Because wasn't it The Conjuring 2, and then
this, yeah.
Right.
So that was us reacting to the Conjuring second trailer. Let us know down in the comments what you think, your various opinions. Are you going to go and watch it? What's your favourite Conjuring film? What's your favourite Conjuring scare? Do you think there'll be anything in this film that'll spawn a spin-off?
There might do like a witchy spin-off. If it's like not witchy, like whoever curses them or something. That woman who's like,
Maybe. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I feel like I am probably going to be really creeped out by this. Like, I was creeped out by the second one just because of the old man.
Yeah. There's something scary about old people, isn't there?
No. No. It's just the way he looked, and like the eyes, and like his voice being like
I think it was
how he
2
sounded.
people playing him, because when you see him sort of scaring them, he looks like scary, but then when you see him later on, when Lorraine speaks to him in the sort of limbo.
But he's not supposed to look scary there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He doesn't even look like the same man.
Maybe it's not.
That's what I just said. I just said it, but I'm thinking of 2 people.
Okay.
Ugh. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.